Wallahi, ask bearded men. Is it like a connection? It's like, okay, I know what you got. We're on the same stuff, brother, alhamdulillah. But when you see a brother who doesn't have a beard, there's something in your heart, just like the Prophet ﷺ. Say, brother, please, but you can't say this to everyone. If every time you met a Muslim say, brother, you better grow your beard, you will have no friends today. So we have to, that's why we use the lecture to slam everybody. But be slammed and act accordingly, inshallah. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad. Jazakumullahu khairan. Any questions? It's fard, brother. As we mentioned earlier, according to the four madhab, fard.
Yes, but this is applicable.
Oh, this? No, habibi. Leave it alone. Once you have it like this, brother, if it grows that long, you're on good terms, inshallah. You must leave it alone.
If I did in the same position, can I go to Jannah or not?
I'm not the one who judges where you go, brother. No, time out, man, time out. Don't misunderstand me here. Jannah is not with me, it's with Allah. Time out. I can never tell you where you're going. Allah judges. I'm saying, if you want to obey Allah and His Messenger, you need to leave it alone. If you don't leave it alone, Allah will judge on the day of judgment where you're going. But you're sinning. If you keep it like this, you're sinning. Anything that is below or before the grip, you're sinning. Once it goes so long, if it ever goes so long, where you can take beyond the grip, you're on good terms, no problem. Allah musta'an. Yes, sir.
Is it allowed or
no, see.
It's not against
No, trimming the mustache is required. The question is, to what extent? Do you trim it so like nothing? Or do you just make sure it doesn't go below the lip? Or do you make it grow? There's a difference of opinion among the madhahib. But they all agree you must trim the mustache. You can't have a big old mustache like this. Like these guys, who flip it around and goes around and put it around the ears or something like that. You can't do that, right? And the idea behind it is that it doesn't go below your lip, because if you've ever had kapsa and you have a long mustache, you will have a remaining of kapsa on your mustache. There'll be a rice, hanging like this. So in order to, keep that clean, that area clean, you make sure it's above your upper lip.
What about mustache to be clean, to shave? Generally, people are shaved with lehia is right. What is because in the example, in the you mentioned that all the madhahib saying that trim.
Trim, nah. No, but see.
Nobody mentioned to shave.
No, the word juzzu ash-shawarib, you have to go back to the interpretation of the Arabic terminology. It may indicate shaving. Okay? So, like I said, there's a difference of opinion. The Malikis were very stern against shaving the mustache, and they considered it a bid'ah. Other madhahib said it's fine. So, as long as you're doing something to the mustache, in the sense of trimming it, you're doing good, inshallah. If you believe a certain madhab is correct, then follow it.
But who said to shave?
Who said to shave the mustache?
Yeah, fully to shave, and here is like...
It's not like they said, like I said, the word juzzu and other words used in the hadith do include the meaning of shaving. Remove meaning in a lot. So much so that it is nothing. Okay, inshallah? It is allowed to cut...
Color in the beard.
I'm sorry?
Something about the color in the beard.
Yeah, if your beard is white and you wish to have it red, according like henna, or avoid green, or anything, that looks silly, then you may change the hair of your beard, the color of your beard, right? But not black. Don't dye your beard black. If you're an old man, for the youngsters, this doesn't apply to you. But if your beard is long, is big, or has gray hair, it is from the sunnah to change that gray hair. And you may leave it as well. It's not an obligation to change the color, but it's a recommendation. It is a recommendation that you change any gray hair in your beard. But many of the ulama kept it as is, and it is allowed to keep it as is. However, it's recommended that you change the gray hair into some other color, preferably henna, but not black. Let me just deal with this, Sheikh. Is it allowed to cut few hairs of beard to keep it in a good shape, like we cut our hair's head? some of the ulama said if you have like an excessively long hair, which is like abnormal, they said it is okay. But many others said no. Even that, you leave it alone. So you follow an opinion which you find is befitting. But don't be careful of the shaitan tricking you. Because the beard is not going to look like somebody drew it. You know, it's all going to be 100% even. It's going to have, you know, it's going to scatter and go around. That's part of the beard. You know, where you get one of these for 1 or 2 riyals, and you make sure that, you know, all the time you keep it nice and clean. That's all you got to do. Yes, brother?
What about sporting long hair nowadays? They said it's alright as long as you also make your beard look seen together, but not to shave this, make it long. Could you please clarify?
If you have a long hair with the intention to follow the way of the Prophet ﷺ, not to imitate the rock stars and the crazy people, and you have a beard, you now resemble in the kuffar, then go ahead. But the problem with the youth today is, very often you think he's a girl. Until he turns around, it's like a man. You see like a big old ponytail, you know, and he got curly hair. I don't know what he's doing at home. And I've been shocked so many times to see a person thinking he's a woman. I'm like, why is this woman not wearing a hijab and wearing pants? And it's a brother. So, I mean, the way you have your long hair plays a difference. If it looks like, you know, you're a good looking man and your hair looks decent, alhamdulillah, it's from the sunnah. The sunnah tabi'iyya, natural sunnah. You may, you know, the scholars have differed whether you will be rewarded for it or not. That's another discussion. But if you're looking like the wicked people, then no. Keep your hair short. Any other questions?
You translated. What's the ruling about the guys use hairband?
Hair braid?
Hairband. Yeah.
Hairband. Yeah, I mean, no, brother, no. It's resembling women. It falls under resembling women, not acceptable. Prophet ﷺ didn't do that. He would have, you know, different kind of hairstyles. He would part his hair in the middle, alayhi salatu salam, but he didn't, you know, have anything of this nature.
You translated the word لَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ to perhaps.
Perhaps.
But I was under the impression that لَعَلَّكُمْ is certain.
No. لَعَلِّي أَرَاكَ غَدًا, perhaps I will see you tomorrow. No, it means perhaps.
What I read is, you know, if Allah says that it is.
Now the interpretation is a whole other discussion. And even the interpretation among the ulama, some of them still of the opinion that perhaps, still because it's Allah's choice. And some of them automatically assume that لَعَلَّ with Allah means for sure. But I prefer to be more technical in the translation. I love you for the sake of Allah, for the men only. And subhanakallahumma bihamdik, shadu la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.